Hello, and welcome to Wine and Words Wednesday. I am Mary Bear Shannon. I am a reference librarian at the Haverford Township Free Library. I'm glad to have you here today for this literary happy hour. I do have my wine here for our Wine and Words Wednesday, and I hope you are here to enjoy some poetry and to relax, hopefully after a hard day of quarantining, working, being with kids, helping them go to school. We all need a little bit of break, and I hope that this will serve as a break for you. I everybody a happy Earth Day. It's hard to believe, but it is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, and it is kind of a unique time to be a member of this planet. And it is also National Poetry Month. We are still in National Poetry Month. So I wanted to share some environmental Earth Day / nature poems for our Wine and Wednesday gathering today. But before I get started, I just wanted to give you a kind of heads up on some programs that are happening throughout the week. Definitely check out our Reading with Reference videos. We have them every day, Monday through Friday. They're posted at 4 o'clock. And each reference librarian talks about what they've been reading in quarantine, maybe a favorite book, and often we tell you how to get hold of it, whether it's through Libby or Hoopla. We want to make sure that we're talking about books that you can actually access. So check out Reading with Reference. That's Monday through Friday. They're posted at 4 o'clock. We also have Tech Time with Catherine, and she is really going through a lot of our databases and also services like Libby and Hoopla and how to use them. I know she is going to be doing a Tech Time on how to use Zoom if you've never used Zoom. So please check that out. She posts her programs on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. So be on the lookout for Tech Time. The other programs, you may know that we have been our Tea and Stitch, which is a program that's been meeting for over 10 years in person, is now meeting online. And that group has decided to move over to Zoom. So if you would like to join them, the link is in the Facebook event on Facebook. So take a look at that link and join them on Fridays, every Friday at 10:30. So anyway, so let me share some of my Earth Day and nature program poems that I found that I thought were really meaningful, and hope you enjoy them too. So my first poem is Earth Day by Jane Yolen. Seems appropriate. I am the earth, and the earth is me. Each blade of grass, each honey tree, and stick and stone is blood and muscle, skin and bone. And just as I need every bit of me to make my body fit, so earth needs grass and stone and tree and things that grow here naturally. That's why we celebrate this day. That's why across the world we say, as long as life, as dear as free, I am the earth, and the earth is me. And that's by Jane Yolen. My next poem is by Robert Pak. The poem is called Eagle. At dusk, I see an eagle's silhouette drifting around her distant nest, and think how close to stark extinction she has come, the ultimate defeat, contingent on some human whim or human greed that would usurp her space. And yet she floats so seemingly serene as if the tides of air were everything that needed to be understood, as if the whole accumulation of the past were now, and now again, and now forevermore, about to be with nothing, unfulfilled to long for, nothing to regret, and without envy only, with a kind of love, because she helps me almost to forget myself. I watch her tilted wings glide off and lift, swooping in some smooth current I assume she uses and takes pleasure in, without the need to say how she enjoys herself to make joy true. And so I listen to my thoughts take flight. I watch a second silhouette give further depth and amplitude to space, circling as if their hidden nest was the sure center of the universe, a universe with purpose and unchanging permanence, complete by being only what is. And so I try to think myself released from thinking of myself by fixing on the eagle's dips and swerves around their nest, my mind filled with their forms, the angles of their silhouettes, their curves. That is Eagle by Robert Pak. And now some of my favorites from Wendell Berry. This is The Peace of Wild Things by Wendell Berry. This seemed especially relevant to me. When despair grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests his beauty on the water, and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things, who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars, waiting for their light. For a time, I rest the grace of the world and am free. And that's The Peace of Wild Things by Wendell Berry. Here's another one by Wendell Berry. Go among the trees and sit still. I go among the trees and sit still. All my stirrings becomes quiet. Around me like the circles on water. My tasks lie in their places when I am left them asleep like cattle. Then what I am afraid of comes. I live for a while in its sight. What I fear in it leaves it, and the fear of it leaves me. It sings, and I hear its song. And here's a poem by Mother Earth's Gifts by Kelly Roper. Mother Earth gives her gifts for all to share. She gives them freely, yet she's still aware that things are changing, perhaps for the worse. How much more can she give if our future is cursed? It's way past time to put Mother Earth first, to clean up the water before we all thirst, to clean up the air before our lungs sicken, to renew the soil and feel it quicken. How long until the point of no return? How much longer until we all finally learn that to this task we all must rise and stop abusing Mother Earth before she dies? And here is a poem entitled Remember by Joy Harjo. Remember the sky you were born under. Know each other's star stories. Remember the moon. Know who she is. Remember the sun's birth at dawn. That is the strongest point of time. Remember sundown and the giving away tonight. Remember your birth, how your mother struggled to give you form and breath. You are evidence of her life and her mother's and hers. Remember your father. He is your life also. Remember the earth whose skin you are. Red earth, black earth, yellow earth, white earth, brown earth. We are earth. Remember the plants, trees, animal life who have their tribes, their families, their histories too. Talk to them, listen to them. They are alive poems. Remember the wind. Remember her voice. She knows the origin of this universe. Remember, you are the people, and all people are you. Remember, you are this universe, and this universe is you. Remember, all is in motion, is growing, is you. Remember, language comes from this. Remember, the dance language is that life is. Remember. And then kind of an oldie but a goodie, Trees by Joyce Kilmer. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair, upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. And then just a couple more. One by Rudyard Kipling, The Way Through the Woods. They shut the road through the woods 70 years ago. Weather and rain have undone it again. And now you would never know there was once a road through the woods before they planted the trees. It's underneath the coppice and heath and the thin anemones. Only the keeper sees that where the ringdove broods and the badgers roll at ease. There was once a road through the woods. Yet if you enter the woods of a summer evening late, when the night air cools on the trout-ringed pools, where the otter whistles his mate, they fear not men in the woods, because they see so few. You will hear the beat of the horse's feet, and the swish of a skirt in the dew, steadily entering through the misty solitudes, as though they perfectly knew the old lost road through the woods. But there is no road through the woods. And then last this evening, a classic by Robert Frost, A Minor Bird. I have wished a bird would fly away and not sing by my house all day. Have clapped my hands at him from the door, when it seemed as if I could bear no more. The fault must partly have been in me. The bird was not to blame for his key. And of course there must be something wrong in wanting to silence any song. So that's what I have for you this evening. I hope that you enjoyed some of our Earth Day poems. Again, happy Earth Day. It is the 50th anniversary. I would also say that it's not only Earth Day, it's my mother's 81st birthday. So happy birthday, Mom. And I'm glad you're still on this earth. But I am glad that you could join us this evening. Again, check all of our programs, both live and pre-recorded. If you miss something and you can't find it on Facebook, make sure you find it on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel, which is under the Haverford Township Free Library, and has all of our videos that we've been doing in the past couple of weeks. So I hope that you're all healthy and safe, and I hope you have a good evening. Thank you for watching.